All right, our student. This part I want to talk about how to install the Neo4j on your system. I provide you the two kind of file. One is installation on the Ubuntu environment, and if you want, you can actually see. I have a. We also provide you another one. Is install the Neo4j on Windows. If you are able to install in your Ubuntu environment, that's what I suggest. How I suggest. But no matter what, if you really want to, you insist you want to install the Windows, that you can, it's still doable, and you can find some of the information on internet that can help you. Okay, to do that. But here, I would like to use the Ubuntu version to introduce that. So please let me come back. Oh, so basically, in this installation, you can probably just direct download it on website, and maybe you have seen an updated version, but it's okay. You can update it on a new version. It's fine. But since it's come from the Neo4j company, so you probably need to type in some of account and information. So maybe I can simply check if it has a new version. Yeah, you can simply download. Okay, I'll set cookie, and you can put your information. Then you are able to download. But I would suggest you go to, if you want to install in your Ubuntu environment. So that's my Ubuntu environment. So you probably need to uh, go to the browser, in Ubuntu, and you download on a certain folder. Okay, for example. Okay, so that's my Ubuntu environment. Okay, all right. And so let's quickly go through that. Okay, so you have to download it. So, all right, and then you are able to download it. And here is the thing: you only copy the activation key, and that is very important. The activation key is very long. You are not able to remember, so you need to copy it past. Okay, for the Neo4j desktop, so you need to copy it. Okay, and you have a different links divided by the operation system. So you want to check which operation system you are installing for. For example, Ubuntu, and you choose Ubuntu. Okay, and you need to make sure you copy the right activation key. And on the website, you need to follow the way and official tutorial that installation you can find information. So once you did, so you can actually launch it. Okay, make it executable. Do you still remember if you download file, you want to make it executable, uh, then how to do that? So you want to use the change mode, right? CHMOD, right? You press X. That means I want to make this file executable in my environment. So in Ubuntu, that's very straightforward, and you just play X, so it's installable. So if you follow the way, then you are able to download the file. Then you can ask you that you can put it. You can actually double click on this image file. So then you fill out the information, then you need to uh, 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 that and key you already registered and copy, so you can activate it. So once you activate it, that might be only the first time, but your access file, then you can your screen will be show up like these things. Okay. Yeah, here I want to show you. Once you install it, for example, I download it from this one. I click this one. I click this one. Then it show out like the Neo4j version, desktop here. Okay. So if you can successfully see uh this window, that means you are fine. Everything's running okay. Okay. But if you are not able to show this one, that means your installation might be some trouble. But since that step is very simple, so you are not supposed to facing too difficult problem, right? And you will see I have three different database, but of course you will it's supposed to have the one is called movie database. So if you can see the movie database, that means you are fine. Because that movie database is one particular movie, the example, one particular example that was provided by Neo4J, then you can actually stop it. And I just click this called star. Then you will wait a little while, then you show another pages, and that is called Neo4J page. So that is a code of something kind of data browser, and I'm clicking it's running okay. So if I click and look, you can see I have multiple different information showing out here. You see different label. You can run it. So you're able to show it. So that is if you can see it, if you can see it, you are running okay, right? There's a database here. You can actually show the link, and there's some property key. Then you are able to see it. Then you are able to run. For example, I click the star. That means I want to show every information. I'm trying to make it larger, okay? I can even show this one larger. So, but here is the things. That database is very, very small. You can see there's a link. Okay, you see that's a network database. I just described, right? So this is a default database that provide to you for the particular I think it's related to the movie. So on the red note, like I mean orange note is a person, and if you which movie, and here is some actions actor in that movie or director of that movie. Okay, that is one of the interesting example you act in that movie or you are producing a movie or director a movie. So that is a kind of a link. If you are able to see this thing, that you are fine. Okay, and you can even make larger. You look at the data node. Show it. I just want to simply make it larger. Okay. Okay. So. Um, So I'm not sure if you know those guys. It's some kind of a movie star, right? It's a Keanu Reeves, Keanu Reeves. Okay, Reeves. So you know that they have a film like a mattress, right? One of a movie, right? Uh, that's another movie here. Actually, also Evan's Devil's Advocates. Okay. But of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Is because it is movie stars name. Maybe you don't know familiar with that. It's quite okay. It's quite okay. But obviously, this one is all related to the Matrix. One of the very famous series of movie, right? In Chinese, we call 骇客任务. Okay. If you have a chance to watch it, okay. I just noticed that he have a very new called Return or Combat, something like that. There's a movie. Then I was see Keanu Reeves is getting pretty old, but of course I'm getting old too, right? So that's a data. So small data set. If you are able to see this, that's a cool. Okay. All right. I want to show you. Okay, if you are able to open it, um, okay, if you're able to open it, then that's fine. And here I help you to import another data movie data set. That movie data set is I already provided to you in Moodle. But be aware that data set I put it into. Okay. I didn't. Oh no, I you have to choose another link. Uh, is a link called nice present data set. You need to update this data set and in your Ubuntu system if you use Ubuntu. but of course the Windows is as well, right? You can although you want to import into your system. Okay, so what you need to do is you kind of follow the way here is suggest. You want to add a new database and you want to create a local database. Okay, and I want to create a name. Here is you just call the name called 9 persistent. And that is one of Chinese movie, Mandarin Chinese movie from Taiwan. Is a movie name is called 第9分局, but it's directed by the Bong Cha Cha. Okay. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's fine. It's just one of a movie. Okay. And that movie has some of at least data from real world data. Obviously, it's from one of our working partner is a link data company provided to us. So he already created the very complicated network on that. So and by social network. So they crawl the data from social network related to that movie. So I would like you to try to import it. Okay. So what you need to do is just follow the way it did. Okay. Uh, but I would suggest you check every single detail based on that. Okay. And go to check the import button. Because of the data set, you need to choose the data where is it from in your local system, and you want to import it. And if you want to import it, yeah, you'll see so many different files. Okay, that define the social network. I think it's majorly from Facebook, I guess. The social network data from Facebook. And you want to import those, and it's defined by CSV file. So you need to do this step by step. And try to cover it. And then once you're done, then you will see you are able to create one of a particular database, something like this one. Then you are able to open. Okay, you are able to open. Okay. We noticed that some of computer are facing some issues. So I think that's related to your Java. If you don't update the Java version, then you will face in trouble. So I would suggest probably you can just install Java 11. So you can follow the same trick working like that, and follow the same way I would suggest you to do, put it into your environment. And this computer we used to install the Hadoop environment, but since if you already didn't have the Docker, so you can actually open one of the brand new Ubuntu environment to do that. You can put the path on that, so it's Java, so the Java environment is okay. Then you can import. Then you are able to run this link based on the definition I was just talking about. So you link all of the related CSV file, and then you are able to import it. Okay. So please make sure you do this step by step. You need to create a database, and then you need to go to terminal to change your direction to the database, the direction you're copied to, right? Here is a one, okay, and you go to that particular direction, and then you run this folder to import those file. Then you are able to import a file. Okay. So if your import is successfully, they can simply open. You can see a lot of nodes inside. Then you are done. I hope you are in this week try to finish the installation of Neo4J on your Ubuntu environment. Okay, and if you are doing very successful, then I want to close this one. Okay, I want to stop this one because it's a movie game set. I could install it. So you are better to follow the installation guideline. How to import the file. So let me try to stop the database. Okay, and if you have any question, we can try to answer you next week. So be aware, download file. You need take a look on step by step. But here you might have a new version. Okay, so if you have new version, then you definitely have new version 5. But it doesn't matter, right? So you follow the way, you fill out the form, you copy the link, and you can if you can see the movie data set database, that means you are Neo4j installer. Okay. And finally, just want you to import, and then you create a database. You can put a nice places, and you set a password. You can do. Then you want to set in the import data, so you need to manage it, and you need to tell people. You want to tell the how to where the location is. So you can set using it to search for the particular location, and you find out, then go back to import. Click import, and then you select the file, the folder, okay, and so then you also go to upper to check as where's the location is, okay. Yes, is you need it. So once you get a location here, then you can use the command. Change it. I want to go to that particular location, right? Because that's the a little bit longer links, and that is where the Neo4j know where your location, the file location. Then you know that, then you can use it. Then you can import it. And if in trouble, that might be your Java version as too old, so you can use a newer Java, and you can import again. So if you see the pages should like this way, that means you are fine. So you can create a database and also import data to the database, and you see a marginal node like this. So I'm going to open to see if I have a data. Okay, since it's running my Ubuntu, so obviously it's a kind of web-based environment, right? Okay, it's running my Ubuntu. So if I click this one, then you see, wow, that's a little bit beautiful color. That means you are successful import all data. So if I'll click on all one, and I can click on multiple different links, so you will see more information coming out. Okay, everything you try to keep. One is a Facebook front page. One is there's multiple pages, keywords. You probably see multiple keyword. Okay, and and that is why I want you to try first. Okay, and you have even get a hashtags where you're from. Okay, so if that is the one you are able to see, you can make it larger. So you can probably see that there's a lot of interesting data we can take a look. Okay, and you can click it in, right? You see, and that's a particular Yahoo web page, and you can see, wow, you get it. If you are able to see this stuff, then that means you are running your Neo4j is pretty okay. One do is this is real world data. I go back to maybe 2 years ago. One of a particular movie on Facebook has reaction of people's reaction on it. Obviously, it's from Taiwan, right? So you can click more. You can see if it has multiple hyperlinks. If it's yeah, it create a huge about this link is coming out. Okay, it's a network database, great database, and you're able to do that. Okay. I would like you to try to install it, and to see if it has any problem, and you can report next week, and then we talk about it. And if you are successfully installing it, okay, then you can also see I will put another one. You can be started on that. But if you successfully install everything, okay, so you can. I'm sorry. Ah, oh my God. I think the WebS the top banner is too sensitive. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this one. So you can go to this one. How to use a Cipher Neo4j. And if you are doing, if you are able to install everything success, so you can see this one by one teaching note to guide you how you can create the link, create the note, create a relationship with an empty data set. So you can actually doing follow step by step and use those cipher in your environment and to create a relationship about that. And this part is something I want to discuss next week. So even you can export the result of your data set to your Excel file, so you can see here, and to know how to use those network data. And also, here is I will give you more example is related to the data set I want to show you, right? But you have to import it successfully, and then you are able to do some very fancy network analysis. By the way, the movie, one of the main movie stars is called Choser. Okay, is one of the actor, so we can query him based on social network, and we can see the multiple uh, creation. Supposedly you would if you install everything okay, you will get exactly the same result like what we trying to do. But of course, you might set the node with a different color. That's possible, but that so I want you to go to, and that will be our next week's top subject. So I hope today we introduce some background on social network, and you have to try to install Neo4J and import data. Then we will talk about more about Neo4J graph database, how to use it, and I'll give you social network data, let you to study on that. And that's a very uh, uh, hands-on practice. Probably for next week. So please be aware about this and try your best to install it. All right. Okay. I think probably that's it for today. I try to cover two things. One is introduce a social network. Another one is talk about the Neo4j installation. And I definitely show you more detailed information about this topic. Before we leave, is there any question or something you have concern you want to talk about? I want to stop the recording. Okay.